Yeah, go for it. This thing have an LSD in it? It laid down two.
No, it didn't.
Yeah, there's 2 tire marks.
Hell yeah.
Alright, so we're here about to do the exhaust. We found this muffler. It's off a Camaro, so it's going to flow very well in the Civic. Right now we're having to mess around with blocks, which are a lot of fun. Just hit it up and down. Because you wouldn't want anybody to steal these steelies. Steal the steelies? Oh my god, that's hilarious right there.
No, it's not.
No, it's not. But we're taking this off to make it easier to get the exhaust because it's kind of a pain otherwise. Even with this here, it didn't really help a whole lot. But
no, it doesn't, but it's a little bit better. Just for viewing purposes and such.
Alright, so Chase, what are we doing here?
I cut this exhaust hanger off, this piece of pipe I had laying around in the graveyard, and I'm putting the chop saw to make sure I get a straight cut. This flange is going to bolt right before the control arm, and then we're going to bolt this up and then try to mock up some bends out of our box of bends over there, and hopefully make something work.
We were able to salvage an exhaust gasket off one of these spare pipes with the hardware. So hopefully that should be all we need besides just getting it all welded up there. Chase, you like how that muffler's sitting?
No. It needs to be turned, and I feel like the back needs to be up higher.
Oh, it needs to be turned, and the back definitely needs to be higher, but it's kind of difficult without more jack stands. That back jack stand is almost maxed out. I mean, this front one is too.
Are we level where we need to be?
I mean, we're level.
I mean, no, I don't want it sticking out that far, guys. Damn.
I mean, how close are you to the pipe? Just scoot it back then.
I'm close. We're going to have to chop it back.
Where you want it sticking out at then?
Like there?
Well, then there, yeah, that's not bad.
We're like an inch away from the flange.
Yeah.
And like basically the thickness of like 1.5 inches or 2 inches, maybe 2 1/4 too high. So we're going to have to chop it back.
Pretty much where that weld already is, right?
A little bit. See, I was just going to chop it. I mean, I guess I could chop it at the weld. You think?
I mean, it's already a mark that's there.
Yeah, I know, but to get it clean, I'm going to have to chop it back.
Clean?
I want this to be
Are people going to get
decent.
under this thing?
No, they're not. But I want to prove to myself that I can do a clean install because all the exhaust that I've ever done has looked like ass. So, like right here.
Yeah. You think you could pie cut that and then bend it down?
Well, I wasn't necessarily going to pie cut there because I have pretty sharp 90s over there that I could just weld on without pie cutting.
Huh.
So I'm just chopping this off for right now to see where we're at, and then put it back up here, and then look at it, do some measuring, try to go from there. Right there is as far as I can go over and get a clean cut. What do you think? I should just try it with the grinder? But I don't have fucking 90s that are super sharp.
That's why I said you should try to pie cut that. If you're talking about cut it and then bend it down.
Okay, let's pie cut it.
If you think you can.
We'll pie cut it. Tackle it.
It'd be pretty close.
No.
No. You want it. Not like that.
No, I don't. I don't. Look at that fucking gap, Brian. That's no watch. Stop. Brian, stop. Brian, please stop. No. No.
I can take it over to my shop and I can fill that gap fucking.
I know you could. But that's the thing though, is I don't want it filled.
Why?
Because
Why?
I wanted to see if I had the ability to do it the right way. Not fucking be filling holes like that. I could fill that gap too.
No, I can make that to where it doesn't even look like that.
I don't care.
I can make that shit look round.
I don't care. I don't. Come on, Brian. I was on a good roll. Now you're throwing me all off here.
This would work.
That was a good ass bend. Now I just wasted that bend. If I would have cut that the right way, I could have used that son of a bitch.
Weld it back together.
Shut the fuck up. Take your pipe. Don't be leaving trash in my fucking shop.
Do that. And then do that and go under.
You don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
This is the new bin. We've probably cut it about 3 times. And now that Brian's gone, we might be able to make progress.
I don't think he understood the fact that the control arm has to come up, so the bend has to be before the control arm, so the pipe can be up over it and straight. He wanted me to fucking put some slant on it or something. I don't know. There's so much retard talking at once, I couldn't understand him.
Alright, so right now, we got the muffler in here. It's kind of mocked up. You can see the bin going down. We put the flange on there. And you can see we still got a little bit to go. And what we think we're going to do is we're going to take a pie cut out of the top of the flange so that we can bend it up and make it meet with the angle of the muffler's pipe. So that's what we're going to get to working on doing. The flange, we've taken the pie section out of it. I missed the flange. Second try with pie cutting it. It's got a much more aggressive bend on it, and I almost fell over.
What do you think? That's really good, actually.
Yeah. What we've done here is you can see there's a lot of glare, the white mark on top. We did that with the exhaust, the flange, and the muffler on the car so that we could tell where this is clocked at, so we don't put it on and have the muffler like sideways or any crap like that and have to cut it and re-weld it. So this is just the easiest way to make sure we...
Hot, but I'm going to start by closing up my ugly ass cuts. Try to see if I can get those closed up. We've already test fitted it and tacked it, test fitted it. So now we just got to weld everything together, and once we get it all welded up, put it back on there, and then we're going to mock up a mount back here on the muffler.
Now, if you look at this, good majority of this is welded by me. I have no welding experience at all, not even really YouTube. So, but I mean, overall, it doesn't look terrible. I mean, we're not using gas or anything, it's a straight electric welder. So, it's not terrible. Let's go ahead and see how it fits. Right now we're mocking up the hanger, and we got that 90-degree bend we just did, and we just marked where we want the second bend to happen to try to get the most contact on that muffler as possible, because otherwise it'll probably just snap off with how thin the muffler metal is. But we're going to try to shorten it up, because the way whoever welded this exhaust, the cat back before, it's right up against the body, so we have really no play with it up and down. So we're just going to try to get it as tight up against the bumper as possible, so we just don't have a muffler slapping around beating up the back of the body worse than the exhaust already is. Now we are doing the second bend for the hanger. That's pretty fancy.
Pretty crooked.
Alright, we just now got the hanger welded in there very terribly, by the way. But it's all connected back here. The muffler's up. And it's back here. And it's all standing on its own. Pretty friggin' solid. So, what's next? Test drive it?
Started it.
Oh, it is so much better. saw it just blew crap right in my face.
What?
It blew dust like right in my face. It sounds so much better too. The shifter's better, the engine is better, it sounds better. This thing's pretty sweet.
I think we're still misfiring.
Oh well. It's a hoopty.
Hoopty hatch.
So I'd like to thank you guys for watching. Leave a like if maybe you're willing to try this on your car now, or just let me know what you thought. Thanks for watching, and if you want to see more of this kind of stuff, and I also do other like how-tos and whatnot. This one wasn't really a how-to. I tried to explain things as thoroughly as I possibly could while moving along with the project, but I try to do how-tos and show you how to do stuff on your car. So if you like stuff like this, just subscribe. I try to put as much out as possible. Thanks for watching.